Hello, my Africa. Hello, brothers and sisters. I have a confession of a traditional healer that lives between in Zimbabwe and Botswana. And the confession goes like this. There's a certain gentleman that I have helped personally. And as I'm speaking to you right now, he is a politician. I do not want to mention his name or where his whereabouts is, because I know he might find this video. And I know as soon as he finds this video, he might quarrel with me. So I'm avoiding such things. Before he became a politician, he contacted me. And as soon as he contacted me, we made an agreement that we should meet in person. And as soon as we met in person, he told me his dreams and aspirations of what he wanted to do. And those aspirations includes him being a politician. And when you come to me with such dreams and aspirations, I'll just be honest with you if I can manage or not manage. Because most people, when they contact me, they usually love these money-making rituals or instant money. Those are the things that I do not do, because those things, I consider them as evil in a way. The reason being it is because such instant money things or rituals, they would want blood by the end of the day. So I do not do blood rituals. What I only do is job promotions, and when you cannot have a child, I can give you some herbal medicines so that you can conceive. And last but not least, lucky charms. These lucky charms, what I'll do is that, what you should do it is that, you should go out to a Chinese shop or an Indian shop and buy what is known as a small zambak. In other African languages, they call it a toisi. That small zambak, you have to go out there and buy it. After buying it, I will personally mix my charms. And after mixing my charms, there's a certain animal that I can use also. And that animal is known as a sandawana. Sandawanas have many good uses, or in other words, so many benefits that you can use of. Because in most cases, I use sandawana to help a lot of people. But in that case of that certain politician, what I did was, I mixed my muti as I said prior, and I took some sandawana oil out of that animal. After having been removing that oil in that sandawana animal, I will pour a little bit of that oil inside of that zambak and put my charms inside of that zambak. And after mixing those things in that zambak, my final stage will be to take that zambak and go to the river at around 10 o'clock in the night. And as soon as I arrive at that river at 10 o'clock in the night, I have to do some incantations so that the spirits can enter inside of that zambak. And I do not just call any kind of spirit. There's a certain powerful spirit that Sangomas use. And that spirit, it correlates a lot with the waters. The reason why I'm saying that it correlates with the waters, it is because as soon as that spirit enters into that zambak, because I have spiritual eyes, I have to take that same zambak and put it inside of that river for 5 minutes. After putting that zambak for 5 minutes inside of the water, I have to remove it. After removing it in the water, then the job will be done. I'll be knowing that the spirit has entered inside of that zambak. Now, what you should understand it is that when I went back to my consultation room, because I was doing that job around 10 in the night, so I had told my client, that certain politician, to just wait for me in my consultation room so that I can go out and finish the incantations. As soon as I arrived in my consultation room, I had found him waiting for me, and I gave him the zambak that I did some incantations on. And what he was supposed to do with that zambak was, as soon as he arrives at his house, he should open that zambak at around 12 in the night. And after opening that zambak, he has to talk to that zambak what he wants. After talking to that zambak, he has to take it and put it on top of the roof. By putting it on top of the roof, it is because that is where the spirits reside. Most of the people do not know that on top of roofs, there are spirits living there, because it is a quiet and dark place. That's why spirits love residing. So that's the whole reason why I told that certain politician to put that zambak at 12 in the night on top of the roof, in order for the spirit inside of that zambak to work 10 times more. And the other rule was, his wife should not touch the zambak at all. The reason being it is because once she touches that zambak, all of the powers that are all in that zambak will disappear into thin air, because that spirit that I cannot mention will go back to the river and not work for the politician. Those are the rules and regulations. And this zambak, you only have to put it on top of the roof on Fridays and Saturdays. Then the rest of the days, you can just leave it there on top of the roof. That's how it should work. And what happened was to that politician, he did what I told him to do. And when the elections were close, he started receiving calls everywhere and he started seeing a lot of change in his life. Because even people started to love him. And yes, I guess he had listened to my instructions. And what I noticed was, I started seeing him more on the TVs being interviewed. And at that time, I was just laughing it out. Then I just kept quiet because I knew it is done. After that man had won the elections, because now his life was moving smoothly, he had committed himself to remove 10% of his salary to me just for a thank you. And I guess I always say to myself, people are different. Some people you can help them out and they forget you, and some people you can help them out and they do not forget you. That's how life works. But by the end of the day, what matters is loving and helping each other. And that's the end of the confession. I hope you understood very clear. Big shout out to him. And thank you for listening. Take care and God bless.